welcome back to Hey Kentucky. Over the past several months, we've talked about the saga involving Eastern Kentucky lawyer turned fugitive Eric C. Conn and how he shared a long handwritten letter with the media after his recapture in Honduras. Tonight, we bring you a very special dramatization of that story, courtesy of the News Circle Circular.
The endless cycle of looking over my shoulder, thinking, how could I turn back this move into the abyss? The feelings of painful guilt and my simply trying to survive on a day-to-day basis had become all too real. I could deceive myself no longer. The actions I took were unjustifiable. However, I confessed my wrongdoings and accepted a plea for those wrongs. Shortly after accepting the plea, my friend Curtis visited me to prepare me for life in federal prison. "Eric, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about all this," Curtis said. I told him not to worry. It'll be fine. Curtis said, "You do know that you're going to federal prison, right?" Told him there was a gym there. I was gonna get jacked, so it'll be great, I said. Curtis didn't believe me. He said I didn't know what federal prison was like. So he gave me a box full of stuff that I needed to prepare for prison. After seeing the contents, I said to Curtis, "This plea deal was a mistake. I can't go to federal prison. I took off my ankle bracelet." I told Curtis that if anyone asks, he never saw me here, and then I had to do the old 1-2 skidoo. I knew then that I needed to flee the country. I heard it was almost impossible to cross the border without papers. Luckily, I'm a Mensa member, so I felt confident I could find a way through. Come to find out, it's surprisingly easy to get into Mexico. I went to the Mexican city of Ciudad Juarez, or as it's called in Spanish, Ciudad Juarez. But I knew I had to keep moving, and at long last, I arrived at the border crossing into Guatemala. I only had a few hours to observe the border crossing situation, but because I'm a member of Mensa, I was able to devise a plan. I spotted a man with a dog on the street. "How much for the dog?" I asked. "What are you gonna use it for?" he asked. Wait, no, never mind. The less I know about it, the better. It's $5 for the half hour. While the dog was a big part of my plan, I knew I'd still have some tough questions to answer. When I approached the menacing guard, he looked at the dog and said, "Cute dog." I mean, the dog was no Rin Tin Tin or anything. Then he asked, "What's the little fellow's name?" His name? Why didn't I ask the dog's name? There's nothing more suspicious than a man that doesn't know his own dog's name. The guard repeated the question. If I couldn't think quick on my huge Mensa brain, I was toast.
I did not realize how cold it is in Guatemala. Now, we're going to bring you the dramatic conclusion on tomorrow night's show.